Hey guys, I'm Mr. Deaver, and welcome to my EVRIMA Basic Survival Guide. We're going to be going over basic controls, some basic survival tips, a little bit of navigation, and some other things. So stick around and I hope you get something out of the video. Also, don't forget to check out the Twitch stream on Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, 3 p.m. to 9 p.m. And with that, let's get into it. Now we're going to start out with some UI controls. Now F9 is going to remove the chat from your screen, so you don't have to always see the global chat up. F10 is going to remove the HUD and give you that nice little Isle picture up in the top right hand corner. Good for screenshots. Use the mouse scroll wheel to zoom your camera in and out. And note that when you're growing, you'll need to constantly zoom your camera out because it will not trace with your dinosaur growing, if that makes sense. WASD movement, hold shift to sprint, WASD to move around while you're sprinting. Now we're going to show off the free look control option, which is holding Alt while you're sprinting, and you can move your camera freely. Now for sniffing, you'll hold Q. You'll see the compass pop up. You'll see the red coming from the body, the blue coming from the water, showing the food and water sources. Now if we go over to the body, it was stuck a little bit here in the mud. I couldn't eat it, so I push G to grab the body and pick it up, move it to the grass so that I can eat it. Now be careful that you don't overeat here. Stop when your hunger is full or you'll throw up. There's not really anything bad about throwing up yet in the game, but eventually you will get debuffs for that. Now we see here, if you pick up a small body with G, you can instantly eat it with E. Now you won't be able to eat juvie Tenonto bodies like that because they're too big, but pretty much fresh hatchling bodies will do the trick. Now sniffing with Tenonto, just to show you how you can see the green to see your plants. See the little Orbeez flying at me there. Run over to it, hold E to eat. Same thing, don't overeat or you'll throw up. Nothing really happens at this point in the game yet with throwing up, but eventually we should see some debuffs come through in the salt rocks. Also with the Tenonto, you can graze anywhere there is grass by just holding E in the grass. It keeps you from starving if you can't find any plants. A nice little feature. Now mud wallowing, if you're in the mud, you hold E. This will remove your footprints for about 20 to 30 seconds, making you unable to be tracked that way. So we're just showing it off with the Utah here a little bit. Switch over to Tenonto. We found some mud. Gonna hold E and wallow around a little bit. Have a little fun. It's cute. You're gonna want to do it even if you don't want to hide your tracks. It's just too damn adorable. Now we're going to show you a little tactic on hiding, right? So this guy's chasing me. I want to lose him. So I'm going to run into the forest and I'm going to run around, do a real big little circle real quick, and then I'm going to crouch with left control. Crouching with left control makes you almost silent. And when you're running through the trees like that and getting chased, people aren't using visuals to keep track of you, they're using their hearing, right? So if you get rid of your sound, it makes it really easy to get away. And I lost them there, so I'm going to run off and they don't know where I went, right? Also good use with this is Z walking with Tenonto. It's very, very quiet. Now we're going to show off a little bit of, navigating, right? So you hold sniff and you get your compass up at the top. The up arrow is north, the down arrow is south. And if you press insert, you will see your coordinates. Latitude being your range from north to south, longitude being your range from east to west. Now you just need to play around with those, get your friend's coordinates, and meet up at the same spot, and you'll find them easy. Now we have the Raptor giving a 2 and a 3 call to begin with. And you'll notice when the Raptor 1 calls, you see their name pop up. And the same thing with the 4 call. This also goes for Tenontos as well. You only see it of the same species, so be careful with that. When you're trying to let your allies know where you are, this is useful, but it can also be used against you with cannibalistic raptors, so be careful of shouting your name too much if there are enemies about. Now, raptor controls. Pounce. Right click, right? You must hold the right click once you land to keep pouncing. Let go of right click to stop. The other control for the raptor is left click, bite. Pretty self-explanatory. But right there, I held right click, and then I let it go very quickly, and I stopped. Be careful of not running out of stamina on the pounce, or you'll be left very, very vulnerable. So, now we're going to show off some Tenonto controls. The left click, the claw attack, is aimable. You'll see the Tenonto actually switching directions there. Left click while moving is the bite attack. Very, very handy to use. Also aimable. Right click while moving or standing with the camera facing forward is the kick attack. It can be used while turning, side to side, running. And then you turn the camera toward the aft at about a 45-degree angle, and you get the tail slam, which is also an aimable attack, and will show you just the break point for where you kick and where you tail slam right here. So that's about the break point for where the animation will switch from the kick to the tail slam. Tail slam is a very useful attack. Highly suggest using it and getting good with it. It can be hard to land though. Now we're showing once the Utah pounces. If you right click to kick, your Tenonto will kick 3 times in a row. And it takes 2 cycles of this kick to completely drain the stamina of the Utah, and it will fall off. Now here we're just showing how long the Utah can pounce on the Tenonto with a full bar of stamina. So we're at about 9-10 seconds now. Should work out to be around 25 seconds. We'll see here in a second. And it turns out we're at around 23 seconds the Utah can pounce. Now if you notice here, the left claw attack hits me while I'm on the side of the Tenonto. 2 full right clicks, I dismount and I get kicked by the last kick. And right here I've pounced too close to the head, so the claw attacks are just destroying me. You have to be very, very careful of where you pounce on the Tenonto. When you pounce near the back, the claw attacks won't hit you anymore, so you have to be just a little bit further up for the claw attacks to hit you. So you have to be very, very careful with where you place your pounce. Now pouncing from the back, if you waste all your stamina and you get knocked off, you're going to get hit by those kicks and die like I just did right there, which was very surprising. And of course, if you pounce on the head, you'll be able to be hit by the bite and the claw attacks. So, big no-no. Never pounce the head. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. I hope you got something out of the video. Make sure to stay tuned because we're going to be coming out with more content for EVRIMA, including more in-depth combat videos. But for now, make sure to go check out the video of Sticky Utah and I going over combat, initial combat, on stream. So check that out. Hope you guys get something good out of it. And come by the Twitch stream sometime. Thanks for watching.